Hello, dear viewer! Within the art community, there is an entire calendar's worth of monthly challenges to participate in. Mermaid being the latest. Despite being one of the more popular ones on the internet, I've never actually participated. Not that there was anything wrong with the challenge. Drawing one piece for 30 days following a specific prompt isn't anything to sneeze at. I just think mermaids are overrated. I don't like mermaids. Every time May rolls around, I've made it a point to literally draw anything but a mermaid. My first ever stream on this channel was a spin-off / middle finger to mermaid, where I conceptualized and designed my version of the Hydra. 2 years later, I did an art trade with my sister that was a fusion of mermaid and unicorn, where we both designed hippocampy for the other to color. This is all to say that I am no stranger to parodying an internet trend out of spite, and this year, we are continuing that tradition.
Talia here. The whole thing was my idea. I remember how much fun I had doing the hippocampy collab, and I wanted to do another. And we both hate drawing mermaids. Ugh, humans, fish, blech. So I thought, why not draw monsters instead? So I gathered a few monsters from different cultures all around the world.
Well, I collected a few prompts I thought would make interesting pieces, and we paired them together using Doodle's random number generator.
The real challenge was that while doing all of this, we had to keep it a secret from each other.
Yeah, for some reason we decided it should all be a surprise at the end, and I think it was my idea. Honestly.
I don't know. I feel like I wrote the prompts, I picked the monsters, you wrote the prompts, and then we were both like, it is now a secret.
I don't know why we also decided that the hippocampy would be a secret until the end.
Yeah, that's just the thing we do with our collabs. Except
when we're actually drawing, because we constantly barge into each other's rooms. It's like, hey, can you come look at this? I want advice.
I know, because but that was part of the challenge.
Yeah, part of the challenge was that we couldn't show our whips to each other or ask each other about anything. So we rolled in secret, we kept our prompts and monsters secret from each other, we drew in secret, and we panicked in secret.
Why? We were panicking loudly, but, what's the word? Discreetly? We were like, how do I... But then nothing else.
I vividly remember I was rolling my prompts when we were across the living room. You're like on one couch, I was on the other. I was rolling my prompts and I just went, what is this?
Yeah, and I was just laughing at you.
Anyway, we did all this and then it took us literally the entire month to do these next few pieces. Yep, I dropped my file. 3, 2, 1. How to train your Hydra.
Oh.
Hit enter.
I did.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh my god!
There we go. A little delayed, but there we go.
No, there we go. No, that didn't happen. It's all cut out.
Yep.
Alright, aw, that's what you did with it. You just made your axolotl into a dragon. That's adorable!
Yeah, I tried to do what you did.
You attempted,
like a page from the
Book of Dragons.
Yeah, but I couldn't find, poses.
Ah.
You know? My brain, I was just, trying to think of it, looking at actual pages in their book, how would I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I even had it written in the made-up language, extremely dangerous, kill on sight.
I just wrote mine in English. I wasn't gonna screw around with the learning runic language.
Well, it's all gibberish.
Okay, so do you want to explain yours first? Because you actually have it recorded.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, tell me about your thought process, your little piece.
Well, like I said, at first I was going to make it out of the book, and then I was like, fuck that, and decided to just make it a dragon. I'm not set on the colors though that
Yeah.
I picked, but I like them. I just think I made them too vibrant.
It looked very candy cartoony, which is adorable.
Yeah, which is kind of what I was going for, like style, like not style-wise, but you know the way I was drawing it. I was like, I want this thing to look cute.
Mm-hmm.
Because how would the Vikings think of this as dangerous?
Well,
if it looks like this.
Well,
but then
the terrible terrors were
they're so
extremely dangerous, but they're just little cats.
Yeah, I just drew an axolotl as a dragon. That's literally all I did.
That is really cute. I like what you did with the gills on the side, because most people, what they would do is just draw an axolotl, but big. Or make the gills look like trees. I've seen this one person draw the axolotl, but the gills look like sakura trees. And that was really cool. Yeah, it is adorable. But this looks like a dragon, but had axolotl inspiration.
Yeah, that I was looking at axolotls and I was looking at like dragons that I could pull from. Like at first I was thinking, since it's a salamander and they're kind of long in their body, I would use like the Chinese dragons as inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, but the Chinese dragons are too snake-like.
And we already have Chinese dragons on the list.
And then, and I was like, oh, we already have that. So then I was like, well, let me just look at a whole bunch of salamanders because that's what they are.
Are they?
And yeah, they're salamanders.
For some reason, I thought axolotls were their own thing, like
no,
platypi or platypus.
They're a salamander. They look different because they haven't quote unquote evolved.
Mm.
You know, all the salamanders that we see kind of have a tadpole like.
Yeah.
The frog. You know, the axolotl hasn't gotten to its final stage.
I wonder what
and it can only get to its final stage if we take it and inject it with a certain material or something.
Like a hormone.
And then it evolves into what looks like a normal salamander. It loses its outer gills, and it kind of loses its axolotl-ness, which is why scientists haven't done that, because they haven't evolved naturally, so they just leave them in their natural habitat, because...
Well,
take them out.
Aren't they extremely rare as well?
The ones in the cave, yes. They have taken axolotls out and bred them, and which is why you can have them as pets.
And in different colors.
Yeah, and in different colors. The white ones are... The white ones are, like, I think exclusive to the first cave that they were found in. And then they, were taken out. They got their natural colors. We didn't give them the colors. They just got them by different
different water levels and
minerals and stuff.
That's why they turn pink or black.
Also, the white ones or the pink ones, if you pour cold water on them, they turn like blues and greens and bright colors as a defense. Like, I'm poisonous.
Huh.
It's so interesting. It's like a fear display thing that they'll do.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Yep. Which is why I made mine kind of pink and blue.
Ah, because it's cold. Oh.
Yeah, and I made the water look like it was colder.
Colder water turns more green.
Well, yeah, I did the blue because it looked nice.
Yeah.
The green looked more murky, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, well, around the Antarctic, that ocean is more green because it's so, the current kicks up a lot of nutrients, so it's very high in nutrients, which is why it looks more green. If you go around the Arctic Circle, the water is more like abyssal blue because it's more busy being frozen or being an iceberg.
Yep.
Okay, I really liked that. That is adorable.
Let's talk about your piece.
Okay, for my piece, I'll admit, I took the lazy way out. And just,
I can kind of see that.
I forgot to record it. I forgot, because I was sketching it, and thought, I'll just add the line art later, but then I was like, wait a minute. The whole point of it looking like from the Book of Dragons is that it's drawn by a piece of charcoal, and thus very ashy, so I just went with it. The hardest part about this whole bit here was figuring out what to write for the text. Yeah. Especially since I watched, like, all the Book of Dragons CD and took inspiration for, like, the narration from that, from those stories, but also in the lighter pen, I wanted to, like, imply that was newer editions. Because, like, in the old editions, they're like, this is the spawn of fear and death and Satan's child and whatnot. But then in the newer texts, it is trainable, and they're actually quite silly and love to play pranks. You know, like, the actual nature of the dragon, even though it's a hydra. Now, also for this hydra, this is based on my original concept, which I have not changed since the first stream on this channel. So this was also my excuse to flesh out the design a bit more, like giving it a distinct life cycle on the side here.
Yeah, giving it like extra, the older it is, the more heads it has.
Yeah. Like, naturally, they sprout more heads as they grow, but then, like, if uncut, the freshwater spitting hydra, which is this version, has 4 heads naturally, but then when, you know, they start doing the cutting thing, then that's when they sprout, but that's very unhealthy for the hydra.
Right.
According to my lore. So yeah, that's what I did. I don't have it saved, but in the original thumbnail, I was gonna redraw that scene, that iconic scene in the movie where Hiccup is reaching out to Toothless, but, you know, ducking his head. I was gonna redraw that, but then I remembered just how fucking huge this Hydra is, full grown. So I decided to just redo the Book of Dragons, and I had a lot of fun with it. Alright, I think that's good enough for that section. You're doing,
I'm doing a Huitzel and hunting.
Yeah, and I'm doing Umibozo. Oh my god!
God damn, yours is really dark.
Yeah, I know!
Holy crap!
Yeah, just, if you click on it, it gets bigger.
I did click on it, but holy crap, I was expecting to see, like, glowing eyes or something.
No.
For yours?
See, now, because that's the thing with the Umibozo, I think that's how I pronounce it. Don't come at me, chat, or comments.
I keep wanting to call it Bozo, so...
No. It's Umibozu, or something like that. Probably. Or Abuzo, I don't know. It's the U and the O, my brain keeps switching it. Anyway, the point of it is that it appears on calm nights, and it's this black mass vaguely shaped like a man, and after it appears, you know, huge storms roll in. So this is it appearing in the storm first emerging. Which is why when I rolled the prompt Lovecraftian, I was like, well, that's easy, because the whole concept of the Umibozo is Lovecraftian in nature. So really all I did to make it more Lovecraftian was make it look slightly more monstrous and make it kind of drippy.
I think I see some of the drips you're talking about. God, it's so dark though.
Well, on my computer it looks a lot lighter. I don't know what your screen settings are, but...
Probably not good. I think I see its head coming over the ship.
It's leaning over the ship.
Yeah, no, I think I had to turn down my brightness on my computer.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's why I'm having problems seeing it.
In the video, while I'm editing, if it's really dark, I think I'll brighten it a little bit for the sake of the video, but I still struggle with night scenes, especially night scenes over water, especially water that has waves, because, oh my god, I do not know how to draw anything ocean-related, so...
You will see my struggle in the next one. I tell you what.
I actually did record this one, so I can talk a little bit more about it. And the fact that I didn't actually do a whole lot of research for the Umibozo, so I'm sorry. so apologies. But it was just very interesting that I kind of, when I first saw the monster, I really wanted to get the prompt Lighthouse, because that was
Yeah.
on the list, because it kind of looks like this, this giant pillar with eye sockets that don't glow from what I've seen, because it's this big black mass that's vaguely shaped like a man that brings in deadly storms on calm nights. It's them explaining why, the sea suddenly can change in an instant, seemingly.
Yeah, I wonder what it actually was. Like, my brain thought it could have been like, I don't know, like...
It was probably like this dark cloud approaching from the horizon,
yeah.
getting bigger, and the, clouds, wobbly shape look like a man.
Yeah.
And it only appears in the dead of night on moonless nights. So it could have literally been anything. Like, it looks like the stars are being blotted out by this giant figure when those are just clouds rolling in, but you can't really see because there's no moon.
Yeah, your brain will,
and you just have lanterns to light your way. I should have put lanterns on the boat, damn it. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, that might have helped with lighting a little bit.
Yeah, damn it. I should have thought of that.
That's okay.
I was doing a very lineless look because I just wanted to get the shape. Like, the shape of the monster, of it looming over, being this larger-than-life, incomprehensible, Lovecraftian-esque monster rising from the depths. I had a few more thumbnails of it. You just see its face under the ship from, like, a top-down view under the water. I don't have any of those thumbnails saved, but that was one of them. But then I asked Mom, because I couldn't ask you, because we were keeping it secret. I asked Mom which one would be easier to draw, and she said she liked this one. Alright, I just think I'm done yapping about mine. Tell me about your Weetzel, because we did different research on this one.
Okay, so the first thumbnail that I had of it, it was coming out of the water, and it was looking at the person, like it was going to that person was going to be its next target.
To clarify, everyone, the Huitzel, or at least we hope we're pronouncing it right, is a monster from Aztec mythology that lives in the rivers.
And it has a hand
on its tail,
and it grabs you, drags you into the water, and takes your eyes and nails.
See, now that was your research that you found. When I was doing research, it described the Weetzel as like this water possum that would steal souls from people who didn't pay the river tax of precious gems and silver.
Yeah, I did not find that anywhere.
I must have found a dog shit website.
Maybe. I was looking at, like, actual pictures and stuff of the
original art.
Yeah, which made it look more like a dog, which is why mine looks more like a dog.
Yeah, my research said it was more like a water possum, or probably inspired by the water possum, which I didn't even know was a thing until I looked it up and said, this is a funny little guy.
Yeah.
Because it does have hands. It does have hands.
Yes. So I drew mine, like, right when it's grabbing the person. Or at least I was trying to portray that.
Your prompt is hunt, right? Hunting?
Yeah, it's hunting.
Okay, yeah.
So it's taking the eyes because it doesn't have any. That's what I was having it. That's why, yeah, and it's, I don't know. I had the idea of it being, like, of it coming out of the water and looking at the boat, and its eyes glowing kind of like fireflies, like a crocodile or something.
That was your concept, but...
That was my concept. And then I drew that, I slept on it, and I had, not really a dream, but, my brain was like, that would be absolutely terrifying. You just got dragged through the water, and this bloody thing is reaching for your face. And you can vaguely see a dog, and it just... And I drew the eyes around it as, like, you can just feel others staring at you.
So they're more symbolic.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you were going for.
Yeah, I like this one, but I'm not sure it, like, grasps the creature.
Yeah, it looks kind of like carnivorous Huggy Wuggy from Poppy's Playtime, in the nicest way possible.
Excuse me. They are depicted as having blue fur.
Yeah, which
Or
I
at least
didn't see that in any of my research.
in all of the tablets and stoneworks that I've seen, they paint it with blue. So it could have been them painting it with blue to keep the lines, but it's actually black. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
But I've always seen it as blue. So
That's very interesting.
yeah, this is the one where I like the artwork, but I'm not too sure it captures the overall creature.
You know,
But I am proud of the piece.
we should redraw these pieces, but be able to ask each other for critique and advice and whatnot.
Yes.
Because that's
Oh my
where I
God.
struggled so much with some of these, is I want to ask your opinion, but I can't.
Yeah, I have the thumbnail of the original one that I was gonna do. So I could show you that one
I
later.
stupidly deleted all of the original Medibang files, so I will have to start completely over if we do this. Next one.
Dragon.
This one we ended up having 2 dragons for the third one, so we just lined it up. I had and again, forgive me for the mispronunciations. My monster was Yaolong with the prompt of caught. And yours?
Jormungandr with bioluminescence.
I'm looking forward to that one because Jormungandr is one of my favorite mythological dragons. Okay, 3. You have it ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Whoa!
Ooh. Nice.
Tell me about Jormungandr. That's really good waves.
Thank you. It took me forever.
That's better than mine.
I was looking at so many pictures and I was like, this looks like fur, and I was like, just use the sparkle tool for the flashes, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh my god, I was struggling so much on the water, and then I asked Mom, and she was like, yeah, it looks like water, and I was like, okay, I'll take your word for it, because oh my god. You will see on my video me struggling with the water so much.
Oh my god. Okay, water aside, I love the route you went with Jormungandr because he, like, in every other depiction I've seen him in, he's either like a green snake or like a sea serpent.
Yeah.
You went red and made him look his face looks kind of bird-like.
Yeah.
With the ridged back.
That was kind of an accident, making him look like a bird. I was looking at spitting cobras because he does spit acid, apparently.
Really?
That's what I said, apparently.
I don't remember that.
I was looking at a whole bunch of stuff. He's also a black serpent. So that's why I made him black. But then I added the red because deep sea creatures, the hunters, use red because their prey can't see that light. But they can. So I gave him red bioluminescence because he's a big predator in the deep ocean.
I love that little Viking ship. This little Viking ship that's just upside down with the rose sticking out.
Yeah.
With the horn.
Because see, I was like, well, Jormungandr just comes out of the ocean like just swinging.
Yeah, he really does.
I had the Viking ships like caught unaware, so there's only 3 of them. I don't know why I did 3. So that they weren't prepared, and there's no lightning yet because Thor's not there, which is why you can see the northern lights and stuff.
Oh, those are northern lights?
I don't know what they are. I thought
they were clouds.
They might be. I don't know.
Because northern lights are vertical.
I know. But this is the end times, and Skull has eaten the moon, so who knows what's happening up there.
Oh, so this is Ragnarok.
Yeah, because he's awake. Which is why Thor's not there yet.
Oh.
I didn't draw any storm clouds or anything. Because Jormungandr, not Skull, the three kids wreak havoc for a while, and then they're taken down.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Jormungandr wreaking havoc for a while.
It's funny that they say he only appears during Ragnarok, but then there are times in mythology where when, like, that one story where Thor went fishing and accidentally hooked up Jormungandr and they had a huge fight. And it caused, like, earthquakes and whatnot. And he had to beat him back into submission.
Yeah.
Because Thor's just so cool.
And Thor picked up that one cat, which was actually Jormungandr in disguise or something.
Yeah, again, foreshadowing to their final boss battle in Ragnarok. Which makes me believe that Ragnarok is not, like, as it's told, is not the original myth. Like, that is the monks Christianizing the end times.
Also, Ragnarok was a vision that Odin had.
Yeah.
So that's not even how it's going to happen. That's just how it could have happened.
Yeah, making Odin a self-fulfilling prophecy because he created the monsters that would eventually destroy him. Because, like, Fenrir was perfectly content living on Asgard. It was only when Odin got scared of Fenrir's power that they decided to chain him up.
Well, they say that.
Yeah, they say that, yeah.
Odin knew that after Ragnarok, there would only be one god and 2 humans, and the whole world would, like, restart, which I think is the Christian,
that sounds very Christian, because
it does.
Baldur is very much the Norse Jesus.
Right, but if Odin knew that was the ending, and he knows that, things have to, I don't know what my brain was trying to say before that, but they were like, oh, Odin is actually forcing Ragnarok to happen by doing this, by enslaving all of the monsters and everything.
Yeah, all of Loki's children.
Because now they have a reason to attack them. Before they did it.
The whole studying Norse mythology is so messy because the Norse never wrote a damn thing down, and it was all just the monks and the Christians and the, all the priests writing it down while interpolating their own, like, meanings onto the ancient text, like, the ancient stories, and I'm just...
Yeah.
Anyway, I love this. That is awesome.
I am very proud of this piece. I think this is my favorite piece I have ever done.
Damn, you should sign it.
I probably should.
Yeah, I signed a few of mine.
I'm very proud of my Jormungandr.
It's a very interesting interpretation. It's funny, when I heard that you had bioluminescent for Jormungandr, what I thought you were gonna do is have, like, someone like Thor or Beowulf swimming in the ocean, and you just see, like, impossibly huge eyes with, like, bioluminescent dots going down the spine underneath them in the depths. I thought you were gonna go, like, thalassophobia with it.
No. I can't even look at that. No.
I keep forgetting you have a mild form of thalassophobia.
I'm gonna be honest, I had no other idea but this one for Jormungandr. As soon as I got Jormungandr, I'm like, he is going to be starting Ragnarok. Because that's just so much fun. I didn't want to draw him at the bottom of the ocean because he's holding his tail. What can I do with that? But I wanted it to be dramatic. And then I realized that dramatic with Jormungandr meant waves. And I died on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, we were panicking.
It was fun though. I am kind of proud of my water.
Yeah, I can't give any tips and tricks. I only sort of know how to do, like, rivers and rain, as you'll see in mine.
Like, the big wave next to Jormungandr's head, I think is my favorite. Like, that section is the best.
That looks good.
Over in the other corner, it kind of got a little lazy there. Don't look at that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, don't look at it. It looks fine from way back here, though.
I love how you added the 3 ships and how they're just in peril. They're just...
I know.
It's kind of comedic, because you think, I have this feeling like if you zoom out, you just see, like, a little snake in a bathtub with, like, some toy ships. And this is, like, its imagination. You're like, ah! But it's, like, a little ball python playing in a shedding bath or something. Anyway, that is amazing.
Oh, you're so cool.
So I got the Yaolong, or Xiaolong, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so apologies. And while doing some research, because I really like the aesthetic of the Chinese dragon, I was looking into the Yaolong specifically, which is the river version, and none of the colors are accurate, so I'm sorry, but my original concept for, the prompt of caught was for it to be like swimming down the river and it was like caught on a trail cam.
Mm-hmm.
But then that wasn't like, it just looked like a crocodile going for a swim. So I thought that's not really monstrous. So I decided to go caught as in like caught in a net. So then I started drawing this. And
it looks really nice.
You can't see it, but if you zoom all the way in, I textured all of the scales.
I can kind of see it.
Like, if you just zoom in, I mean, you can't zoom in on Discord, but
Yeah.
I spent so much time on the texture that I completely forgot about the colors, so I just added a color layer and just made it green. With some red and gold bits. And I thought it'd be funny to have like a little monster hunter on the side going like, yes!
I was looking at that and I was like, I love how he's got like an
Indiana Jones.
hat.
Yeah,
yeah, I was like...
the fedora.
I saw that and I was like, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it would be an American or something.
Oh yeah, I was imagining something like Clyde Beatty or something like that.
Yeah.
I went ham on the lighting too, because I wanted it to be like a setting sun behind it. To show off all the water droplets that I spent way too long on.
They look nice.
I want to tell you just how long this took. While I was working on this, I had YouTube open and I was watching Transformers Armada. I got from the episode where they first heard about the Requiem Blaster all the way to the episode where they were trying to hide the mini-cons on the farm.
Oh.
And made their own little hideout, which is like 3 episodes, but I got further. But I can't remember all the episodes. But I was watching the Requiem Blaster arc while working on this.
Wow.
And I think that's where it ended. I think I actually started with either it was the Star Saber or the Sky Boom Shield. But, I was watching Transformers Armada while working on this. That's not important to the drawing at all. I just want to talk about the process, how I can remember very vividly that episode where they're trying to hide the mini-cons for the Requiem Blaster on a farm, and then Thrust is chasing them, and they're literally defeating a fighter jet with Scooby-Doo level traps. And it is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then the Autobots show up and like, oh my god, kids, what are you doing? Anyway, I had fun working on it. I spent way too long on all this detail.
You know what's funny? I think all of my videos, I only spent like maybe an hour on each of them.
Mm-hmm.
From start to finish.
I haven't checked the recording timestamp for this one, but I'm pretty sure it's upwards of 2 hours.
Like, I don't know.
Which is like 8 episodes, if you think about it.
Yeah, my Jormungandr one was an hour and 19 minutes.
Which, I mean, for an hour's worth of work, that's really good. 90 minutes of it was just water.
Yeah, pretty.
I'm pretty sure the Umibozo one took me the longest because I actually had to quit and then come back 2 days later to try and figure out the damn waves and the lighting, and even then I think I failed.
I mean, your water looks just about the same as mine, it's just mine's a little brighter.
Yeah, yours is like...
You can see more detail on mine.
Yeah.
I wanted Jormungandr to be really dark, but everything else to be kind of light for mine. Also, I did it on accident, but underneath the middle part of his body, you can see it going down under the water.
Yeah. Oh, that was an accident?
That was a total accident.
No.
I did not mean to do that.
No, that was totally intentional. It was totally intentional. What are you talking about? You're a professional.
I'm being 100% serious. I did not know I was subconsciously doing that. I even have the spikes for the back part of it.
I see that. That's why I thought, it's like, wow.
No, that was subconscious. I subconsciously did that.
And now on to the 4th round, which I got.
Oh, wait a minute. We only had 3 prompts.
I thought we were doing 5.
No. You said 5. I decided on 3. I knew I would not be able to draw 5.
Well, it doesn't even matter anyway, because I didn't even finish those 2. Okay, now I'm gonna show you my, hold on.
Oh yeah, your sketches.
My sketches for the 2 I sketched, but then ended up not doing because I just quit.
And that's why I only did 3 for myself. I know. Oh my god!
So, for this one, I got Jormungandr, and the prompt was day off.
That is so cute. It looks lizard-like.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, you gave him arms and legs.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Jormungandr was actually a snake. Because I really just wanted to draw him sitting in an inner tube.
I mean, you still
with sunglasses, holding a mug. And then for the Huitzel, this one's a lot smaller. My prompt was display. And when I first picked the prompt display, I was thinking more like intimidation display or territorial or, like a mating display. But then I got the Huitzel. I was like, what is it going to display? It's like, how is it going to do anything? As like a warning that isn't just a regular drawing of the... I have no idea how to pronounce this at all.
A Huitzel.
A Huitzel. So then I tried 3 times of it, like, just doing that open mouth scream, silent scream that possums do.
Yeah. Or
it, like, holding a human skull. Or I was gonna draw it over a pile of gems, because for some reason, from what I found in research, it said it collected gems, but anyway.
I mean, it probably did, like, they changed the lore, or, the folklore a bit.
It had, like, a water tax.
Yeah.
Because it was connected to Xibalba, I think.
Because there was a king who named himself a Huitzel. And he had the taxes.
That's what I got it from.
Because the original creature would lure people to their deaths by sounding like children, which I was like, River Otter. River Otter.
Oh my god, yeah, they
River
scream.
Otters sound like kids.
They scream something terrible.
Yeah. So it's the Huitzel literally translates to water dog. Which is why I drew my more dog-like.
Always triple check your research, kids, because you never know.
I was researching like everywhere.
Yeah, when it comes to research, follow Talia's example, because she does like hours of research. I just Google it real quick and get an idea in my head and just run with it without even double checking.
The amount of research I did, I did a whole bunch of research on everything but my axolotl, because I already knew a lot about them.
Yeah.
I just was looking up references for my axolotl, but for the others, I was researching the shit out of everything. I was like looking up for Jormungandr specifically. I was looking up like all of the stories that had him, how he was described. I was looking up like all this other stuff of him. And then even then I was getting continuity errors, and I was like, okay, he's mainly black. There's 3 stories where he spits acid. So I'll keep that in mind for his face shape. And, I was just... I was just going off. And then I was looking at actual serpents and everything. And
that could have gone a whole lot better. But I am proud of how it all turned out. It's challenges like these that make being an artist fun. We all too easily get stuck in our comfort zone so much that we miss out on opportunities to make something we never would have otherwise. I may not be a fan of mermaids, but I can't wait to try this again sometime. What do you think, Oh, she left. Well, both of our social links are in the description if you want to check out the finished pieces. Be sure to like, correct all our mispronunciations in the comments, and subscribe for more lunacy. We have it in spades.